Let's check Twitch, see if it updated. Yep. Update indeed. Good job, Twitch. And the tubes. Yeah. The tubes updated as well. Whoa. Well, YouTube ad blocker notification about ad blockers not being allowed. That's something else. Bam, 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 bam. Let's see here. Trying to get a little notification going. I always feel bad sending these. Like, everybody gets a ping. It's so annoying. But it's kind of, I mean, people can customize, right? It's kind of what you do. People can do what they want to do. Boink. Whoops. I did double tube links. Double tubers. Beep. There we go. Remove embeds. They're so ugly. Okay. Now we can get to work. So, first thing is I've got 3 skills to distribute. And I'm not sure where they're going. Probably could get more than 3 if I wanted to take it easy on cooldown recovery and skill effect duration. Then I would have 9. 9 would be substantial. 9 I could probably get to a new critical node. Let's see. At some point, all this ES stuff is going to go. Because we're going to go to Eldritch Battery. But I'm not there yet. That's like a massive switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't want that one. That one's terrible. That'd be a pretty big thing to test out, but we would get the 3% increase per 100 max. And I'm at 2,160, 100 times 3. Did I do that right? Did I do that right? 3% per 100, that'd be 30% per 1,000. Yeah, I guess that's right. Huh, there's not very much. For some reason, I thought that node was going to be like really heavy hitting. That's pretty small, I guess. Surprising. Okay. A lot of power charge stuff I'm interested to experiment with at some point, especially with spell totems. Thanks for the follow, Seaths. Welcome. Bonded Precision. It's a pretty big crit chance wheel there. At the cost of 7 points. It's a lot. Yo, what's up, Fishy? Welcome, dude. Oh, no, have this one. This would be a solid 4 to go for right here. Yep. I would need one from somewhere else. Probably would grab one there. Am I not at the reserve? Okay, we got a refund. Hi. Inspiring. Hello. Ask me a question about the build? For sure, dude. That's what I'm here for. Which build? I've got quite a few guides out there. But yeah, shoot. And as many questions you want to ask. That's why I'm here. I take great delight in working with others on the finer points of this game. Okay. Well, this is pretty easy then. We're gonna take a shared skill point here. And then we'll go 1, 1. And then over here, we're going to go 2, 3, 4. And then turn this off so I can see a little better. Wait, oh, I did that wrong. Hike them back, hike them back. Nose back. General 1, 1, 1. And then weapon 1, 2. No, just 1. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's even more crit. We're up to almost 60%. That's fantastic. Yeah, I can't see what Comet's crit is. It doesn't show stuff, but yeah. I want to know if I can do the Spearfield Witch Hunter build as Amazon. See, they did the build for Witch Hunter because he's better, but it's okay for Amazon. Yeah. I mean, it'll work for Amazon. It's going to be slower. So, like, the whole fun of the build is that Whirling Slash is your travel skill, and you just, like, zoom really fast with Whirling Slash. And Amazon cannot hit that zoom speed without sacrificing tons of damage. But Witch Hunter can. But if you're fine with not zooming really fast, Amazon will work great. Nothing wrong with it at all. You will enjoy. How are we doing here in Archmage? It's a level 18 gem. What does Archmage do when it goes up in level? We got to find that out. That's important here. What's up, music? Music thief. We going to be poor after tonight? Dude, I'm already poor. Every little bit I get is going into theory crafting something else in this build. But I have 5 divs and 160 exalts and a handful of chaos. 8 annuls. That's kind of where I'm at. Okay, so the increase in levels just reduces the percentage of mana that is eaten by the spells. So that means every level is good. Let me see how much the iterate gems are. Oh, those are expensive. I gotta go find those, man. I gotta go farm those. Okay, we won't worry about that. I wonder if I have a 19 gem. I can take it up 1 level. It's useful. There's a 19 gem. Frostbomb, Temp Chains. What my Blasphemy? Oh, that's a curse. That's right. Okay. I only have 18 spirit gems. Tons of them. I wish I could, like, convert them up or something. Equipped gems. My Blasphemy's already 18. So, Fishy, what are you up to tonight, dude? What's going on in your PoE world? Other thing that's major problem with my build tonight is my cold res is just gutted. It's so bad. But I think I'm due for a better ES helmet. This slot is not going to change. And I'm ready to get whatever would be the final helmet there. I'm thinking it would be like 5 divs or less. So I could maybe fix a resist or something. I'm not sure. Hey, nice watch streak. That's exciting. Watch streaks. Hilarious. Okay. Tree is set. Let's, oh, I was supposed to fix Sigil of Power. I have no supports in Sigil. That's so bad. I need Magnified and Duration. Sigil. Mag Area 2. I don't think it costs much mana, right? What's the mana cost of Sigil? Doesn't say there. 133? Yeah. Might as well reduce it. I've got the gems. Second wind is useless, right? I don't think we need cooldown recovery. How does the cooldown work on it? It just starts right away. Okay. And yeah, I guess we'll put a cooldown on it. All right. There's sigil gems. Good to see. At some point tonight, I will stop and explain the support links for Spark, which have changed tremendously. And I think, at least until my crit chance gets really high on its own, because right now pinpoint's in. Without pinpoint, it's almost 40 without pinpoint. That's actually pretty good. That kind of makes me want to try out like a blindside. Let me see what a blindside does. Blindside's still a thing, right? Gosh, I hope so. It is. Critical. Let's see. Let me look at all my critical gems. Because stuff changes. 40% more chance, but a cooldown. Can't crit. More chance against full life. Mana flare. So bad. Inexorable critical. What is that? 40% increased crit chance each second up to 200. Loss whenever a skill crits. 10% less bonus each second. Ew. 10% each second up to 100. Lost when it crits. That would be interesting to test out. And then there's super crit, which probably can't do super crit. It's not a lot of crit bonus availability in the spell gems. That's surprising. Attacks have a lot more flexibility with crit bonus. Fascinating. Concussive spells, daze on critical hits with fizz. What the heck? Empowered. Generating a power charge with a supported skill. Empowers 3 attacks. Empowered sparks. What the heck? 6 extra projectiles? With the same tick. It's all bad. I guess that's why pinpoint is just like the way to go. Yeah, let's cut a super crit and just see what it does to the dips. It's almost the same as pinpoint, actually. That's interesting. Thanks for the follow, Brain Damage. Yes, Mr. Z, this is the same build. Today I made some significant changes, so we're slowly switching over to like the super endgame version of the build, which is going to be like a Giga Mana Stacker that does many millions of DPS. So, you know, as far as like the build guide progression, I'm now departing like the budget-friendly section of the build. So in the build guide, you've got map start. So right when you get there, you've got your campaign gear. It's super crappy. That's what all this is. Level 33 gloves, a super crappy unique, a bad staff. Spend like 2 divs and you're here. And this can clear maps and all your basic pinnacle content. And then I did link a POB in Discord of an updated, like, where I'm headed. And yeah, I'm just kind of like theory crafting how we're going to get to this end-game version. That's where we're at. No, I didn't do a druid build. I've never... In all the ARPGs I've ever played, I've never really been into like shape-shifting and stuff. And that, even though I think they did a really cool job with the druid, I'm a big fan of what GGG did. I'm not going to be playing it. Yo, what's up, Seek? Thanks for the follow, Zakati. Appreciate it. Druid hater gang. I'm really not a hater. I just never really liked the shape-shifting stuff. I don't know. I can't explain it. Like I played Diablo 2 like ad nauseum best game ever, all that stuff, but I never played Druid. Not a furry. Is newer version better for single target? Yeah. Yeah. Quite a bit better. Okay, let me give a little show off of what's going on in the new version here, and then I can talk through some of it if you all want to. I don't know how many people are here for seeing the Spark version, but I'm getting absolutely wrecked by something. Oh, you know what? I don't have any cold res. That's pretty bad. Proximal tangibility has killed me so many times. Thank you, Seek. I appreciate it, dude. You're following Anime Princess? I don't know. I'm not familiar with what anime is doing and how I'm different. I have paid attention to what Operation Otter does. And I think his name is Big Daddy. Paid attention to what Big Daddy does up until like 2 days ago. I think I kind of saw where they were headed, and I wanted to go a different direction with the build. So I'm not caught up to where they are maybe the last 48 hours. You made Flicker work? Oh, that's exciting. Dude, I'm going to die in this map. I don't know what. There's something super rippy in this map. I don't know what it is, but I'll play as long as I can. Is that another proximal minion? I'm going to kill you, game. It really is. So one thing I really like about where I'm headed and kind of what you're seeing right now is that the Spark kind of charges up for an initial release that's very powerful. And one of the reasons I think that's huge is mobility. Like when you have to constantly spam, you can't move very fast. Even with the mobility gem in Spark, which is a huge, nerf to your Spark efficacy, you still can't move very fast. But with the setup I have here, you can kind of dart around pretty quickly and get the more powerful one-time Spark. I kind of lean on that. Boom. Yo, what's up, Callie? Welcome. Feels weighted down. What do you mean by that? That's an interesting comment. So, Max, how did you get Flicker working? Like, Flicker bros, you guys won't stop until Flicker works. I know you people. Ooh, 2 acceleration shrines. Cool. Jinbadia. We got Luke coming down. I wonder what a headhunter would look like on this build. Yeah, it's the constant moving from... Yeah, it makes it really rough, right? You have to kind of kite. You have to constantly back up from minions. And I wasn't able to progress with the build, that being the way the playstyle was. So what you're seeing here is my first pass at changing that. And I think it's way more proactive. Way more better for like general mapping. Look, that's a big boy. That's cool. A big quarterstaff is essential. You got to have a big mean stick for that swap. That's cool though. I hear there's new AoE nodes on Monk. I'm kind of interested to see those. Okay, let's see here. Runic, quant items. Spawn life missing. Rarity, quant items. Okay, we'll grab the quant, logbook. Can't be crits, we don't want that. Whatever that is and that. That was big boy. I'm out here picking up 1 armor scrap still. More poverty leagues for us. This build's a lot slower. You mean in general? Yeah, I mean, anything not on the right side of the tree is going to be slower. Because all the movement nodes are on the right side of the tree. And because Blink, because the right side also has access to Blink, they also had the nerf Blink on us. So Sork doesn't even have special access to Blink, which is something I hope they fix one day, because that compensates for not having the movement nodes. But yeah, if you want to be super optimally fast, you just don't want to play Sork. You don't want to play caster in general, really. And then Spark, so the versions of Spark that I've seen so far is like very spam based. Like you hype up your attack speed, you hype up duration, and then you spam and you get as many sparks to hit a target. And I just don't like how that forces the play style. We have to sit for a long time and cast and not move. So this version here is, as you can see, like a lot more proactive with movement and things. What's up, Egg Noog? How's it going, dude? First time on the stream, though. Been on the Discord since last league. Cool. What's your name in Discord? Thanks for coming by, dude. Oh, no. I looked up at chat. No. Dude, I thought he spent longer at that door. I suck. Yep. Me too. I have actually, in PoE 2, always league started an attack-based build. And this league, since they didn't really change the endgame very much, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do something different this league. I have to. So here we are. And I've really enjoyed it. It is slower. It's been a much slower progression through the league. In part because I'm not, as familiar with casters as I am the other side of the tree. But also in part just casters are a little bit slower. Okay, I've got a bunch of cleansed areas. I need to start cleaning them out, basically. Cleansing them. Last thing you wrote in the Spark channel? You can check. Seen some theory crafting using From Nothing, centered around Black Flame, Overexposure, Stormbreaker, other things. 25x and now 2 div. Black Flame's here. Overexposure's fine. Can you reach Stormbreaker? That would be really OP. Let's look. How much currency do you need to switch to this setup? So I'll say that the initial mapping tree I have on the guide, you only need about 2 divs to really get it going nicely. This setup is a lot more, and it depends on whether you can craft your own wand and focus or not. If you don't know how to craft the wand and focus, it's pretty costly. 10, 20 divs probably. But if you can craft your own, then you can save a ton. If I wanted to make a lot of money, hang on, let me do this really quick. If I want to make a lot of money, I would just sit there and craft wands and foci. All right, so Overexposure, Stormbreaker. That's no good. Minions. Volatility. Secrets of the Orb. Empowering Infusion is pretty nice. And that one's not available. For where I'm going with the build, it's fine, but I don't like it for where I'm going with the build, which is going to be pure mana stacking crit. These nodes are fine even for that, I suppose. Especially this one is really nice. But I'd rather have the jewel socket and my 4 points back. Appreciate you calling it out. That's interesting. What's up, Justin? No, I haven't yet. I'm still just like trying to pin down where I'm going with this build archetype wise. Yeah, I think I would like to make a video and a Mobalytics guide on both crafts. It just takes so much time to make those things, and you got to know the ins and outs of all of it because, you know, you're giving people advice. Okay, so as you can see, the initial spark I shoot, watch this again, the initial spark I shoot is insane. And that's the big difference in this approach, is that the very first time you click it, it's super potent. So you don't have to sit there and go like this just to get it going. But my later ones, you can see, are a lot weaker. That's a big difference in the setup here. Nothing in the chest? Why does chest have nothing? Yeah, ES is just so broken. They said they were going to nerf it. They did not. So that's why that's happening. All right, we got pack size, quant from monsters. Artifact chests. Man, these have been pretty bad expedition nodes. That's quant of artifacts. Okay, we'll start with pack size. And we'll go... actually, maybe I can start with this triple node here. Triple node? Triple node. Grab this. Grab pack size. Grab this. And... nope. I don't really care about leech, right? All right, let's see if I get killed on this. I shouldn't. Whoa. Whoa. I did just take a boatload of damage. Logbook! This, by the way, is my slightly Christmas-themed filter. If you need it, it's on the guide, and the custom sounds are in the Discord. Wait, that's a breach monster. Or an abyss monster. Why did that thing come? I wonder. Yeah, I was keeping track of what Otter and Big Daddy were doing until about 48 hours ago. And that's when I decided that I had a different overall like target in mind for the end game. The expedition was abyss themed. Oh, you're right, it was. It had like little green things in it. What? That's so cool. Does it drop anything unique? I didn't know that. Dude, Seek, that's cool. Spark with Call of the Brotherhood. I like that. That's probably so fun. Citadel Wolf 2 shot me with his super fast beam, so I don't think it's too broken. Well, I mean, if I had the currency to invest in the gear, I could easily have 20k ES. I'm not even res capped, and I'm not dying. That's how OP it is. Like 8.7k EHP and chaos immunity when I haven't even like invested in high gear, and it's not even that many passive points is the OP part of it. My cold res is 28, and I'm just chilling. That's obviously I don't plan to always have 28 cold res, but that's how it is right now. Heyo, Divine. All right, so we just have Abyss theme everything. Is that another proximal? I swear, proximal tangibility is spawning so often. And it is painful on Spark. I mean, I want to be far away from all these minions. I didn't know there was temp chains in this map. Got an answer for that. You just saw my quick answer for all of temp chains. Whoa! It is getting busy in here. I'm scared. That was pretty solid. The Breach Abyss combo kind of slowed me down a bit, but that went pretty well. You really feel you don't have any good way to restore it. Yep, I agree with that. Fair enough. For sure. The new League mechanic, I like the design of it a lot. And I don't think, you know, because they scuffed some other stuff about it, I don't think anybody's talking about how cool the design of it is. So I don't know if you've ever built temples in PoE 1, but it is not a cool process. The interface is annoying. It's not as like self-crafty and deterministic, and yeah, it just feels like you don't really have control over what you're building. So they improved on all of that, which is really cool. I think the concepts of the room types is really neat. So, and I haven't even explored all of it yet. But then, yeah, I can't, as much as I am super positive about PoE, and I'm just super grateful we have this game, because it's the only game that's good, in my opinion. Well, I mean, there's other good games, but it's the best. Yeah, as much as I'm super positive, they really scuffed some of the smaller things with the temple. Like, having to run 6 in order to get 6 tiles is an incredibly huge oversight. Like, 6 maps? That takes, like, a really long time to complete 6 juiced maps. And then you only get 6 tiles. So, let's say you need, like, 20 tiles to do a decent temple. That's an entire day to run one temple. So, they really screwed that part up. And then, yes, they screwed up the part where you don't really get much loot. It just feels like it was for the campaign, and then they kind of forgot about it. Because in the campaign, it was cool to go down there and hit the benches and craft stuff. It felt good, you know? But then it didn't scale. Like, it was just, that was it. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Jackie Tech? You're struggling on maps? I do have a written guide. Have you seen it? If not, I can link it. Shouldn't be struggling on maps with Spark. If you have a little bit of gear and you know what you're doing, it should be pretty smooth until you get like into the super juicy area of maps, and then, you know, then gear becomes a question and a problem and something to solve for. Freaking abyss monsters being immune. Nice. Did Temp Chain's debuff just go away when you swap the boots? What happens when you swap back immediately? I can test it. I'm not sure when I swap back. I just leave these on. I did this last leak. I just carry a pair of Wanderlust, and it just goes on. As much as you would think it hurts the build, nothing hurts your build like 30% reduced action speed. So these actually improve, you know, improve the build in a way. Let me grab the guide link for this guy. Here you go, Jackie. By the way, thank you if you're here. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating in what's so awesome about PoE, which is iterating, discussing, learning, improving, being creative. Appreciate you all. Oof. A lot of damage in there. Poverty League. I'm still grabbing armor scraps. That's how poor it is around here. I think they nerfed Abyss, right? Abyss was really juicy for a little bit. I was dropping quite a bit. And I think they nerfed it, or at least I thought I heard that. I don't know the details. Yeah. Okay, let's go try this boss. Which boss is this? I can't remember which boss this is. They nerfed it. What did they do? Can anybody TLDR me like what they did to nerf it? That's kind of a tough thing to nerf. Because we need the currency to craft. But it was dropping so much general currency. Sorcery Ward better than Culling Strike and Decimating Strike. I don't know. I did not play that build yet in 0.4. There's a few in Discord who are working on getting the gear to make it work, but I haven't. So I can't be your expert there. You'll have to decide for yourself. Okay. That was the combo perfectly done with everything. And I just waited a little bit. One thing I'm figuring out is the bosses have these like immunity timers more or less. And I'm trying to figure out how long they are and when to unleash the comet. And that was like perfect timing. I'm going to slow it down and figure out how much damage we actually did there. So the initial spark release was 1,000,000. Here comes the comet. I can't see it. But we can estimate based on the health bar, right? So she was about a 5 mil health boss. Yeah, she was 5 mil. So we did 5 mil in... I'm looking at the elapsed time. About 2 seconds. And it's kind of an on-purpose waiting 2 seconds. Here's the rotation if you don't know. Boss starts to spawn. We cast the Elemental Weakness Ground. That activates. We throw down the Sigil of Power right here. Then the next things that are important is the Mana Tempest and the Frost Bomb. As soon as we have those, we spark, spark, spark. Wait for the boss timer to expire a little bit, and then Comet, and boom. It's a combo I'm still like working on getting better at, to be honest. It was perfect there, but it has not been perfect today. $100 div per hour? Wowie. I'm jealous I didn't get in on that stuff, but it's fine. Yeah, you're crazy, Xavier. You're totally crazy, dude. But crazy people find a good home in this game. It might work. It probably won't work, but it might work. Our level 81 logbook selling. My last one didn't sell. I put it up for 100. Let's try 80.
Yeah, meet the market. Seems like a good deal.
Divs work on desecrated mods. Yeah, they should. If they didn't, I would be I'd be upset. Some cold res there. It's pretty good. I don't know if the dex is like useful at all though. Life regen. Okay, brick. What's up, OG? See if I should div this to try to get T1 spell damage. I can take a look. Is it here? The Roaring Staff. This T5. First, let's double check that desecrated mods can be divined. I mean, I know I know I've seen other orbs interact with them, like, you know, like if you use an annul, you can lose that mod. So I'm pretty confident it would work. Perfect. These look awesome. And you have Meligaros. Very nice. You're doing great, man. Okay, let me talk about what's going on with the Spark support gems. So what I decided to do was build around Unleash. And that is because rather than having to constantly cast and move like this, which is abysmally slow, what you can do is save your 4 infusions and get Unleashes and watch the infusions. Well, they stayed because there was a refresh. Hang on. It uses them. I think right there it used 3, actually. And then we use Scion's Temper because Unleash is cycling through 3 wild shards for us. So somewhere in that initial Unleash 3 consumption of charges, we are very likely to hit a Scion's Temper proc. And that's where we're getting like so many projectiles from. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Pierce at this point, I messed around with Pierce and Project Cell 2 a lot, and I think Pierce wins out, though I'm not totally sure. And then efficiency, I wish I didn't have to use it, but it's kind of useful. And then pinpoint. But yeah, that's kind of the big thing that I'm switching over to. I'm trying to make it so that when you cast an initial spark, it clears most things, and you can just keep running. What's up, Ferric? Oh yeah, I remember that build. And I think they nerfed combo big time, so I think Primal Strikes is back back in the graveyard, probably. I don't know that for sure. Just a random guess. Ow. Wait, what's going on? Like lagging? Oh my god, that's what it was. Look at that spike. Don't do that, game. Don't do that. So yeah, see how that initial hit wiped out? It even almost wiped out this monster all the way up here. And yeah, I'm starting to be under the suspicion that Prolonged Duration is super overrated for this build, which I get theoretically why it's good. But we're getting to the point where things are dying pretty quickly. And so it's about efficiency of movement. And I think duration might be something we can sacrifice for more damage. My Spark tooltip's about 24. Right now it's 27. What's up, Daniel? I just played so much Amazon. 2 seasons in a row, I was basically like on the forefront of Amazon to start the season, and then made additional new Amazon builds that were, you know, improvements on other builds or totally new ideas. And when they didn't change the end game for .4, I just wanted to do something that would jog the mind muscles a little more. Amazon would have been easy mode. Generous. You got to 67k? Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think with the mana stacking, it will end up at probably like 300 or 400k. It's just going to take me some time to get there. Quite a bit of time. There's no more flags to do over here. Oh, you did Blood Mage. Oh, okay. That's totally different. Yep, that build is awesome. Awesome, and it works on a budget, too. Yeah, the only thing Stormweaver can do that really breaks things the way that Blood Mage and Infernalist break things is mana stacking. And it takes a ton of investment, so it's going to be a while. That feels so good, that unleash. Man, I have so many strong boxes in these maps. I probably should like turn on researchers or something since they nerfed Abyss. I don't think anybody really said what they did to Abyss. What did they do to Abyss?
I need more time.
Yep. So on my guide, I have a map starting variant, and that is literally like campaign gear plus a 20 Exalt staff, and that'll get you up to tier 15 maps. Then I have a variant that's about 2 divs. It's like buying a nice staff and some rings and a helmet and swapping to ES. And that can clear any tier 15 map. A little bit tedious on bosses with that one. And now I'm working on the like final form, basically. Dude, that monster was juicy. Oh, they fixed part of the tree. Okay, interesting. Always ready for another hunt, Delwyn. I just got heavy stunned. Rude. I love how far away you can slam comments. This is so awesome. Ow. Is he reflect? What is doing so much damage? Goodbye. At some point, do we switch all the ES to mana? Yeah. At some point, we'll go Eldritch Battery. It's an extremely expensive switch because you can't actually run Mind Over Matter. So you've got to get all your damage taken as mana from gear. And then that gear also has to be like mana stacking gear. So yeah, it's a brutally item-dependent concept. And then it is absolutely insane in its performance. Help you craft it. Craft what? You can't take MOM because of the downside. So 50% less mana recovery rate. Now, when you do switch over, you get the best of everything. So you actually have the League's Giga build. Maybe, you know, I guess the League's Giga caster. I mean, the right side of the tree is always going to be faster until they nerf the movement over there or give us some movement. But, yeah, because you have, you know, you have damages mana. You have a massive mana pool that constantly recovers. So that's like really better, so much better than ES, right? And then your damage is also based on that mana pool. So you basically have one stat that you're stacking to improve all parts of your character. It's very nice.
I need more time.
Eldritch Battery with CI? I don't think you can do that. Can you? Anybody know? This is my first time doing all this.
I can't do that yet.
In this game. Fireflower, interesting.
I need more time.
I have this node where like catalysts are supposed to drop as a stack. It appears that it just doesn't work. Very nice, very clean. That sounds awesome. Yeah, KB was fantastic. I did an Incinerate Eventing build. It's Connor's Incinerate Mana Stacking from 3.27. That was the most fun I've ever had in a PoE build. I'm going to do it again next league. I'm going to go full on that build next league. I always get exceptional gut spike, whatever that is. All right. Skill rotation. Let's do it. Where'd he go? Dang it. Oh, God. Owie.
I can't do that yet.
Why are you so mean?
Not yet.
Freeze!
That was tough, man. He, the difference there was he, like, teleported right before I commented, so he moved out of my little window of everything. These are bad, I think.
Yes. Good.
Always Twilight. I got an extra waystone there. That's so amazing. That never happens. I missed both messages. Sorry, dude. +5 lightning skills 1 and T2 spell damage. Eye level 82. Not rare. I don't know how to craft it. Okay. Is it a spell slinger wand? Is it dueling? It's dueling. Okay.
This has a history of its own.
Maximum totems. Ewy. Don't do that. I gotta fix my game here. So it's a blue wand. You got spell damage and +5 lightning. Okay. I can kind of walk you through options. WoW game. Don't make it too hard on yourself. Yeah, I'm on Vulcan permanently because of that issue. Forever Vulcan. Okay, so to find out what you should do with that wand, it's a lot simpler this season because, you know, we don't have the homogenizing. But basically what you would do is type in wand here, and you're looking at the greater tier and the perfect tier because these are the things you can still guarantee on that wand. So this one, spell damage, you already have it. So we're going to ignore sorcery. And then you can grab cast speed, or you can grab crit chance. I would recommend crit chance for spells. So then you're going to have a 3 property wand, and you've already got the spell skills on it. So then you can decide whether you want alacrity for mana cost efficiency, which I think is really good. I don't see it on every wand, but I think it's fantastic. I think it's an underrated mod. And then when you get that on there, you can have a wand that looks like this. Now keep in mind, mana cost efficiency is a suffix. So these essences, a big thing to realize, when it says it's going to remove a random modifier and augment, it's going to remove a suffix because that's where it needs space. So you got to be prepared to lose a suffix. Now, obviously, if it's fractured, like my spell skills was, it can't remove the fracture. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. Other little things you could do. So, you could come in here. You can use Greater Exalt with a perfect and double slam, you know, higher tier mods. It's kind of random. And then, of course, you can use Abyss Crafting for your final mod. Yeah, it just kind of depends on your build. I don't have cast speed on gear. I just have it on my rings and then tree. And it's plenty of cast speed. But that's because the way that I'm sort of steering this build is one where we actually aren't trying to cast really, really fast. We want to be able to cast reasonably fast when we can, but otherwise we're looking for, you know, big chunks of damage. So it depends on what you want. With a lot of the mods, like if you're getting it on gear, then you don't need as much on the tree. So, you know, they all kind of work. Hopefully that's helpful. And yeah, sorry I missed your message there. Good luck, good luck. Oh, my favorite shrine. Poof. We poofed them. I want to try out a Gloom Shrine Spark build. Weapon swap too. Whoa, why are there bones around this breach? I've never seen that before. Hey-oh. I'm poor. I still pick those things up. Beefy boy. Cold and lightning resistant.
Not yet.
Nice. It's feeling smooth, man. I really like the feel of this.
I can't do that yet.
Oh, he's a reflect guy. That's why I'm taking so much damage. Oh my gosh. That minion is my nightmare this league. Absolute nightmare. I don't remember them being so common in previous leagues. I probably just never noticed because I wasn't casting spells. You like shoot back. I don't know if it's like a version of your spell, what they shoot back. It does so much damage.
I need more time.
More strong boxes.
I can't do that yet.
Uh-oh. A proximal mana guy. Got him. Yay. I think I have 4 shrines online. This is going to be great. Nothing can go wrong.
I need more time. I need more time.
I'm so glad we don't have to look at Delirium the whole end game. You know how refreshing that is? That could have been the whole league to me. It's like we took Delirium out of the end game and I've been like standing ovation. Yeah, I don't think the drop is full stack thing works. It's got to be like, I've got to be getting close to like 100 essences or catalysts I've dropped now and no full stacks. Why doesn't that work? It's like on the tree, dude. Come on now. Gaslighting. That was pretty solid. I mean, ideally we get on the level of, you know, a deck side build, which is where the entire breach is gone and we have time left over. We'll get there. What's left? Just Expedition and Boss, I think. Artifacts and chests. Quant from monsters. Yep. Yep. So you're with me on that. Very nice. Number of magics. I don't know. This is such a bad layout on this expo. It's so bad.
The past will not stay buried forever. I can't do that yet. Time berries
Easy mode.
reveal.
So bad, though. Feels like such a waste when the flags are that bad. All right, let's see if I can kill her. I think there's a good chance I die to this boss.
Not yet.
Perfect rotation so far. Comet. Nice. That's 3 mil. I don't know how it doesn't do more damage.
Can't do that yet. Not yet.
Freeze!
Got her. I guess it doesn't do more damage because of the timer. All right. Bad. Crit bonus, proj damage. Magnitude of poison. Those spears. Probably bad.
Someone is bound to buy that. What's new? Good.
Curse, cooldown recovery rate. ES recovery rate. Just nerf everything I do, map, please. Comet damage? I don't know. It's in Spellslinger. Doesn't show you. Tells you your main hand lightning res pen. Thank you. Thanks, game. Ooh, XP shrine right at the gate. Got some proximal bros. Yours does show? What the heck? Why is mine so bad? My combat damage is not enough.
I need more time.
My combat damage is 1/10 of what it's going to be. That's what it is to me.
I can't do that yet.
Come here, buddy. These XP shrines, by the way, are amazing. I don't actually know what their percentage is, but it seems very high.
Do that yet. I need more time.
Yo, what's up, Sam? Good to see you, man. CPU melter, yeah. Oh, it is. I mean, everything in PoE is these days. But yeah, it's a really fun build. Sam, you would like infusions. They really like doubling down on infusion builds, and infusions are pretty cool. It's like a combination-based way to make skills like amplify each other. A lot of the old school PoE people don't like them because it like basically is adding a prerequisite to make your spell powerful. But I think they're really interesting. Enjoying them very much. Infusion enjoyer. Yeah, it's cool. What you been playing? Destiny?
I need more time.
Whoa. Whoa. Not sure what was doing so much damage there. Playing D2 right now? Holy smokes. Oh man, that does leave a nice special spot. Ooh, little quad shrine. Or rarity shrine. I'll grab that after I hit this expo. Alright, we got items and chests. Yay! We love items and chests. Ooh, double items and chests. Sorry, bring it back. 1, 2. Yeah, there we go. 3, 4, 5. Take the shrine. Here we go. Please don't kill me and embarrass me in front of my friends. Come on, where's the chest items? They're all in this one. There they are. Heyo. Logbook. I need to turn my game volume up for y'all a little bit. What have you found to be the most effective juicing method? The one they nerfed. I mean, I wasn't like hard running Abyss, but I was running Abyss and enjoying finding lots of stuff. Uninstalled D2. Wow. Who are you? Yeah, supposedly they like fixed it dropping so much stuff. And since they changed it, I have not had like many drops. I stopped running it altogether. I have some farming ideas. Right now I'm just kind of casually doing Ritual, Expedition, and Breach. I've been getting my like pinnacle points up for it and stuff. It's been fine. Couple of really good omens out of Ritual. There's a good like chance to find omens property on the tablet, so I think omen farming on Ritual is probably fine. With their change to like pack size, it seems harder to get the amount of splinters you used to get, so that's kind of weird. Okay, where the heck is this boss, dude? No, I'm still 6 out of 8. I need to go kill that boss one more time. I choose this build as a combo. Wasn't ready to do Sigil, Ellie Weakness, Bomb, Storm, Tempest on a moving boss. It's a little much, isn't it? It really is. Luckily, if you're willing to farm, 100 Divines and invest in the mana stacking version I'm headed towards, you won't have to do all that. It'll probably just be, eventually it's Rockiatas, right? So it'll probably just be Bomb, Sigil, Spark, Comet. I'm guessing. We'll see. Half of me is like also considering a full-on cold build. We'll see. It's all in the kitchen still. Oh, sweet. Another breach. Yay. This is just feeling very smooth compared to the other variants. The Unleash on the initial Spark, I feel like, is life-changing. And the Scion's Temper is, like, incredible on crit base. Let's have a party. Come on out, boss. Let's have some fun.
I can't do that yet.
Where Comet? There, Comet. Boom. Heck yes.
Praise.
Oh, I missed your Hades 2 and Kingdom Come 2. Interesting. You too, Sam. Hope it's going well over there, man. Take care. $14 div for Rockiata. That's not too bad. I feel like it was higher last season. Wasn't it?
Hail.
I'm going to make all my money salvaging armor scraps. That's my in-game strat. Armor scrap farmer. Okay, apparently these don't go for 80. We'll see if they go for 70 and 60.
Someone will want that.
Very good says, Abyss is still strong. Precursor tablet unforeseen consequence is worth 4.5 div. Not going to lie, I don't know what that is. Oh. You can just force your map to be overrun by the Abyss. That's crazy good. And then you can run 2 more Abyss tablets, right? Yeah, that's insane. Even just like finding that tablet makes it worth adding Abyss to map, right? Let me take a look at what I have here. The heck? Those are all difficulty and reward. Rarity, chance for depths. That's great. Abyss pits are twice as likely to have rewards. Interesting text. Why don't they just make them have rewards? Additional Abyss. Desecrated currency from abysses. See, I didn't know that was in mod either. Those are like really good. So I'll take a break from Breach and Expedition and run these two. It's fine, right? Increasing drops for each closed pit. Yeah, they get so hard though. I don't think I can do that yet. Is this fine? I don't feel like that's good. Magic monsters are bait. Explicit modifiers apply to the abyssal depths. To me, that seems pretty good, except that you have to do a 100% chance for a boss in order to get that, which is so dumb. Why did they do that? You can't have a depths and a boss. Bits is scattered throughout. Yeah, I feel like this is about as good as it gets here. Depths. See how I do against Abyss. Because my cold res sucks, that green beam, which supposedly is cold damage, is really punishing. These monsters feel super tanky. What is the deal? Crit chance, crit bonus, extra fire, extra lightning. I'm totally dead. I'm gonna be so dead this map. Hopefully I can level before I die. That would be great. Oh my god.
I need more time.
Whoa.
I need more time.
Level up. Woohoo.
more time.
I love just sitting in Mana Tempest. Whew. Dude was tough. That is number 6. Part of me wondered if I could just save up all of my counters for whenever they buff the temple, because like the temple needs a buff for sure. I don't know if you can do that. You can save 6, and then you've got to crush it and go back. Yeah, I was like... For me, D2 was the only game in existence. It was only a ARPG for me until I discovered PoE. Took me a while to discover PoE as well. Hall of Shadows. I can go look for a medallion here and then just close this thing.
You challenge the best of the best.
Where did she go? She's so sneaky. Here she is. I got 12 after killing Architect. Did it reset for you? I can close it now. Sweet, I only lost 2 rooms. You had 12. That's kind of cool. No, I don't think it reset. I just didn't stack them enough. You're a D2 Sherpa. That's awesome. Rare Monsters additional mod. No buff. Prosthetic Research. I can place it tier 2 in most locations. Go there, I guess. And Sealed Vault. Look at these nice movement tiles. I really scuffed my movement setup by putting a room here. Could have been nice. But yeah, I could get to the Vault of Reverence. That's probably the only thing I can get to that's reasonable. Those were so nice. You have to place everything, right? You can't, like, skip. I don't think. Yeah, you got to run the right location, Spooky.
A building that shifts like the sands.
I don't know how familiar you are with logbooks. There's kind of a lot to them.
Your death comes. You challenge the best of the best.
I can skip. Okay. Medallion. Add a smithy. No thanks. Seemed like a lot of monsters. Hotfix? So I can just skip this whole thing, basically. Many chests. Destabilizes once the central vault is open. Lineage room. Could put like 1/6 of the rooms, then just click the temple. Only have to do the one room to complete it. Okay. And then all the cards will go away. I get new cards basically. Well, I'm gonna go do this lineage vault because that could be really good, but where is it? It's up here. Okay. Make a life stacking recoup druid with thorns? Who would do that? There are people who do that? Only thing worth running is that Ciri? I mean, there's a room that gives your character a permanent buff. I think cast speed is on the buff option, so I'm interested in getting that thing spun up. That's for sure. I have done it Ciri twice, and I haven't really looked at her unique table for like how I did, but I didn't find anything that was like super good. There was a room that dropped a tier 0 currency when I interacted with like the little corpse in the room, which was kind of cool. There's my first abyss. I'm gonna do this strongbox.
Power locked away.
Did it on standard? Okay. Ooh-ah. Gonna have some P2 loot here. Divine Orb from Researchers? That feels so good, man. That feels awesome. Congrats. Comes the scary abyss monsters with their cold damage. Abyss League Part 2. Temple is bad. Full send Abyss. It's my tooltip app. 32K. We're getting there.
I can't do that yet.
We put the sigil down. Look out. What a mess. Don't green beam me. I don't deserve the green beam. It's a bad charm, I think. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's not easy to tell at all. There's so much that like could be very intuitive, and it's not. I hope they don't just like bag it and like never fix it, because I think it's really cool, you know. Like I feel like Wisps, as Mary Wisp, they just like bagged them. They were like, okay, we did that league. We're not gonna fix that thing, and then we still have Wisps everywhere, and we still have Wisps on the tree. Maybe for actual game launch, they're gonna do like a full reset of like all this stuff that they didn't really give the love and attention after it was released. Who knows what they're going to do, man. This whole PoE enterprise is so expansive. It is such a task to keep these games maintained and working well and balanced. Sisyphean task. Boom. Loot. Loot. Holy loot.
Not yet. Stay still. I need more time.
Wow, my computer's like slowing down. There's so much on the screen.
I need more time.
That's really cool, ISO. That's awesome, dude. The evangelism continues.
Can't do that yet.
Yeah, I hope so too. Gotta love Heist. Hey, if they don't fix all this stuff, at least they're not like breaking PoE 1 on us. Not yet, anyway. Just realize the gratitude for that. PoE 1, they're not destroying it. They could. They could shut the whole thing down if they wanted to.
Out of mana.
Merc League soon? God, Mercs were awesome. That was the best. That won't be coming soon. I hope those come back to PoE 1. I don't think they will. They'll come back in like a mini league or something. Those things are like impossible to balance. God, it was so great. I also really liked Secrets of the Atlas. Like, the Mercenaries stole the show, but Secrets was really cool. Okay, that's boss. And that's it. That's all that's left to do is the boss. Oh, I need to do ritual rewards. Dextral Exalt is like decently valuable. 4. Okay. Bartering. Check bows. I don't really check anything else. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can defer that. It seems kind of weak. Check bows. And we have a whittling and dextral annulment. How about that? And a recombination. Boy. Juicy, juicy ritual. Very nice. I wonder if his boss is going to be P2. My buddy's gone, so...
Not yet.
Oh, the weakness didn't get down. How? It is definitely a P2 boss. Interesting. Oh, I rolled right into that. Mistakes were made. No, I'm only 6 out of 8. I still need to do the last one. It's so interesting, like, having to do the bosses. It's basically what they did to us with the boss timer mechanic. Are the bow builds still having to do the bosses? I decided to do with this one beautiful lone skill point, probably 25 int. And go with crit as well. I always take this notes, that way I know I did it. Because I'll want it back later. Well, that one's 15 bonus. I think I like that better. Sweet. 79. Why doesn't it show? Oh, there it is. 255. So without pinpoint, I'm over the Meligaro bonus number. And we're going to scale from here. So that's good. I like where that's at. Look, I have some waystones. I actually have more. It's amazing. Minus 71 XP gain. Sad. I'm down for some seepage. I'm down for the sickness. It's probably my last map tonight. My wife's been at a like girls hangout. I think she's almost done, so we're probably gonna hang for a bit. But yeah, I'm probably gonna spend another day like honing down a cheap version of this mana swap, and then post that to the guide with a little video explaining some interactions and stuff. I may get around to crafting guide on focus and wand. May not, but if you go to last night's VOD, I have all my VODs on YouTube and Twitch. And I want to say about like halfway in, I go over the focus craft in depth because I had to make one. It's pretty easy. There's not like a whole lot of diversity to it, and there's some pretty hard gamble steps, so it's not like a beautiful craft. Like last league we had beautiful crafts with homogenizing and some of the other interactions.
Not yet. I need more time.
Make a Discord so GGG can't see. Can't see what? The build?
I need more time.
The broken build? I do have a Discord channel, by the way. Should be linked everywhere.
I need
If it's not, woe is me. That's awesome, Spooky. I always play with music on, so that kind of thing happens to me too. I sing it all day. Clearfell theme. I've been singing Clearfell theme for like a year now. I think we'll all be fine for like a mid-league nerf thing because they're going to go on vacation soon.
I need more time.
It's definitely going to be like super OP though. It's just going to be so expensive. Now the rings, I thought the rings would be really expensive, and because of one of the essences, they were actually really easy to craft. I already have both the rings. They could be a little bit better, but they suffice as they are. I'm not going to die to this boss. Did I get the LE weakness down? Having to hit control cast is really killing me. Where'd he go?
Not yet.
Dude. Dude. Oh my god. Jesus, he's like spitting off spells so fast. Holy smokes, these bosses, man. They are making us fight these bosses.
I can't do that yet. Die forgotten.
Ow. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Random stuff hitting me. I don't know what it is. Literally no clue what was hitting me there. I'm gonna go back, but I'm scared. 30D, can't choose what to upgrade. Are you at the variant I'm currently at, like from today's POB? That guy's dead. Well, that was it. It was just that one monster. God, Abyss Rares are the new like pinnacle boss. Hilarious. Don't have the dueling wand yet. Okay. So yeah, on the dueling wand, for the in-game variant, you're gonna want all spell skills, no cast speed, and crit chance. If you want to be really greedy, crit chance and crit bonus. And then, you know, all the goodies. Damage is extra, spell damage, that kind of thing. So yeah, if you decide to like start exploring what that's going to look like to get or to craft, that's the gist of what we're going to be going for. Woohoo! A nearby map has been overrun by the Abyssal. Yay! That's so cool, dude. 94 div. Oh, I should be crafting those. Is that with crit chance and crit bonus? Because that combo is like going to be really hard to land. I'm just going to craft it all. There's no way it's cheaper to buy. Everybody's too lazy to craft. Radiant chests. It's like one of the best expo mods. I didn't see any good chests though. Okay. Element on damage extra matters. Yeah, it's good. If you can get in there, it's good. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many properties you'll have left after the ones I already mentioned. But those would be like the next best thing. I think you might have room for one after spell damage is in. Right? Because you don't care about cast speed. It might be good, though, to have mana cost efficiency on there. Which is maybe essence only. So that makes the craft even worse. It's going to be an awful craft, dude. Okay, I think that's it for this map. There's one rare left.
Now don't move.
Sweet. We're at 5% to 96. Oh, between lightning, fire, and cold? Probably want cold, because cold's going to overlap with comet and spark, right? It's going to be on both. See, I would say cold. Malice Scepter here. No good.
Yes. I'll do you proud.
That was some solid farming. I didn't count the maps, but I think I got in like maybe 10. Because I know I did a temple and a half. And quite a few divs in there. That was awesome. Oh, the tower map got overrun. Interesting. I wonder if that's going to be bad. Very curious. Okay, I'm going to head out of here. I'm going to get some time with the wife. If you have questions, come on over to our Discord and pop them in. I'll create a fresh invite link here and paste it in the chats. Did it go to both? It went to Twitch chat. I cannot send to the YouTube chat. Here we go. Here you go, YouTube. Discord link. And then if you need a link to the guide will take you up to cheap tier 15 mapping. And tomorrow I will update it with this swap over to Spellslinger Mana Stacking. And then probably within a week, I'm going to be at, high-end Eldritch Battery Mana Stacking variant. So keep an eye on it if you are interested in the updates. And good luck, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being here chatting, discussing all the good stuff. I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.